It's basically an indie Mega Man so far, Mega Man X. Like I said, I basically call the heroes X and Zero, even though they're called Nin and Ace, because that's what they're supposed to be, pretty much. So far, it's looking fun and challenging, so kind of like the Mega Man series. And seems fun so far, so for now, I'm positively impressed. Connection wise, it seems to work quite well too, even for before we got disconnected, but I mean, it happened after a lot, after like our third or fourth playthrough, I forgot. And I'm not seeing any latency problems, so I don't see him running all over the place or basically running in the sky or whatever, something that happens when the game lags. So I'm guessing even the netcode works quite well. Yeah, it also controls pretty smoothly. Uh, Damn, what else can I say? I like the idea of the first stage that it's randomly selected, and then after that you choose which of these stages you want to go. It's a nice spin on the classic Mega Man choose your stage formula. But since we haven't gotten so far yet, I can't really tell much more. So yeah, speaking about Mega Man, Capcom is releasing Mega Man 11 soon. Hopefully that'll be a good game too. They did Mega Man 9 and 10 on the Nintendo Wii and other platforms, I believe, and those games were pretty good. They're trying to basically mm, make Mega Man modern again because 9 and 10 use the NES style, where this one looks like a newer game, like, with new engine, new mechanics, whatever. But still the classic Mega Man formula. So hopefully it will turn out alright, quite well. I'm pretty excited about it. So this might be a neat way to wait patiently for its release, I guess. Mega Man will also come back, speaking of Mega Man, on Smash Bros. Ultimate alongside several other characters. So we are pretty excited about that as well. I'm surprised they managed to put so many third party characters in Smash Ultimate. Because let's not forget, there are not only every third party characters from Wii U, but there's also going to be the return of Snake. There's also Bomberman as an assist trophy. So yeah, it's kind of getting crowded back there. Even though the roster is probably mostly done, I don't think they're going to announce a lot of more characters. If I had to choose another third party character, at this point I wish Crash Bandicoot would be in as well, since the N.Sane Trilogy came out on Switch, and since the Nintendo Activision are in pretty good, or talk pretty good, and let's not forget the deal for Skylanders on the Wii U with the exclusive amiibos. So maybe both Crash and Spyro. Why not? Those are the most wanted third-party characters I'd like to see in Special Ultimate. But again, we have so many characters right now that it's possibly me being greedy than anything else. I mean, the roster is already fine as it is. It can only be improved upon. I'm surprised they decided on the let's put every character that got released ever, because that opened the possibility to some characters that I don't think anyone would have minded seeing them gone forever, like Pichu, like, and yet they are going to return too. But I mean, better is better than fewer. I mean, more is better than fewer, right? So we can't complain. I just sad for my boy Waluigi, but I mean, better to leave him out than have him as a Nico character, in my opinion. Either make him unique or don't put him in at all. Speaking of Nico characters, we might see Shadow the Hedgehog 2 as a playable character, because the assist trophy is Knuckles this time, not Shadow. And there hasn't been any sign of Shadow yet, so it could be in. It could be in as an Nico character of Sonic. I hope as his own unique character, but let's be honest, he's probably gonna make it in as a Nico character. He has potential to be his own unique character, but he probably won't be. We could see Isabel from Animal Crossing 2 as an Nico character of the villager, because again we didn't see Isabel as an assist trophy yet, so unless I was mistaken and she actually is in it, but I don't think she is, and she's been requested too, so she could work as an eco fighter as a variant of the villager. Yeah, I mentioned Bomberman being in as an assist trophy. I really hope to see him in the game as a playable character, but I admit it was hard. It was hard to actually make him work as a playable character, so having him in as an assist trophy is already a victory enough for me. I'm just glad this is in Smash, really, so there's that. So as for another, oh yeah, I just thought of another third-party character I'd like to see. Well, since we already got Snake from Konami, from Solid Snake, I'd like to see Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series. Him too is being quite requested, and he represents the Castlevania series, which is another great great series that was born on the Nintendo consoles. It fit in with the cast pretty well with his whip. He has some pretty solid moves that could work quite well in the Smash games. So maybe we can hope, I guess. The obvious indie characters will be Shovel Knight and Shantae, but I don't think we'll ever see them, to be honest. I'd really like to see Shantae, but let's be honest, she'll probably never make it in. So there's that. And alright, what else can we talk about? The amiibos, I guess, because the release of Special Ultimate basically means that we're gonna see amiibos pretty soon. New amiibos. We already seen the Wolf, Ridley, and Inkling amiibos. So yeah, we can be pretty excited because this means a Snake amiibo is coming too. And maybe this also means that every Smash character will also get a new amiibo. They already mentioned that the most searched for amiibos from the Smash series will already be re-released. But I'm hoping for new poses because the word point of Smash, and which is why I'm also fixated on these Smash amiibos, is that basically these are toys that come to life. This is the original concept of Smash Brothers. So it's kind of amazing to have these toys for ourselves. And so yeah, we could see amiibos of like Solid Snake and Pichu too, like I mentioned, and maybe Young Link too. Yeah, even though we already got a Young Link amiibo, but from the Zelda series, but we could get one for Smash, the Smash base and all. And the whole re-release thing makes me think that the last batch of amiibos from Smash will be re-released because they did so few of them, because basically the Wii U was already dead when they released, so they basically did it just because they had to and they were promised, but they couldn't care less. Even here in the city I live in, Palermo in Italy, I basically pre-ordered all 6 of the amiibos, and of the 6 pre-orders, to my shop they only sent like 2 of them. They only sent male Corin and Bayonetta with the skin of the second game. So I just decided to go order female Corin and Cloud from Japan. I ordered them while they were still affordable. If you try to order them now, they cost amazingly too much. So I'm glad I did that and I didn't wait. So those six are probably, because you also have the second skin of Cloud and the other skin of Bayonetta. Those six are probably going to be the first amiibos that will be re-released for this reason, because Nintendo is fighting against scalpers. So it's highly likely. And all right, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, that's what I was forgetting. I hope this means we could also see potentially an amiibo for female Robin, because I mean we got male Corin and female Corin, but we only got male Robin, so perhaps we could see her too, or maybe some other odd skins like I don't know Alf from Pikmin or the Koopalings. Perhaps we could also arrange something like that. This is really starting to become the Gwonam Awkward podcast, isn't it? So, newly released Switch titles, I guess. I could talk about Mario Tennis Aces, which I mean it was fun for what it is, but I got bored with it pretty quickly. I still think Mario Power Tennis is way better, which is the game I grew up with, so I basically did the campaign, played a bit of online, and sold it as quickly as possible. I still try to sell it, by the way, but I mean, I'm not playing it anymore because I mean, I was disappointed on how the mechanics worked. It seems a bit too unbalanced. I think they're trying to balance it as of now, but I mean, I can't accept that Bowser Jr. and Waluigi were as strong as they were because the game hugely rewards the defensive play. And so, and also there was little to no single player content. I mean, there was a campaign, but it was a short campaign, and once you were done with it, there's basically nothing else. There are three tournaments, but none of them unlock anything, and they're just there. They don't give you rewards or anything. So yeah, there's basically zero content to do in single player, and I was really disappointed by this because Mario Power Tennis didn't need an online multiplayer, didn't need a campaign, and that is a lot more single player content that this game could develop for. And I was so disappointed by that. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it could have been way, way better. I think it got overhyped a little because of the demo. I saw a perfect analogy for playing the game after you try the demo. It's basically like when you see a trailer for a comedy movie and all the most funny jokes are already in the trailer, and those are the only funny jokes you ever hear in the whole movie. That's basically what the whole experience was like to me. The most fun part was already in the demo, so once you play the demo, I mean, the demo had more unlockable content than the main game, for Christ's sake. I'm not exaggerating. The demo had more progress than the whole main game. That's wrong. That's just wrong. Okay, so other thing that got released, the like I mentioned before, the Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. I already basically completed the main campaign. I didn't do the extra stuff yet because, frankly, I already played the game back in the day into PS1, and for now I can't be bothered to do that again into remakes. But as the remakes itself, they are amazingly well done. I mean, I waited. I didn't play them on the PS4 because when I wanted to buy it, yeah, I just messed around and got lost 2 bit of health right there. This is what happens when you get bored. Uh, so rape maximum health, I guess. Okay, so I was saying the game is amazingly good, but I didn't get it on the PS4 because when I wanted to buy it, they announced that it was gonna come to Switch and PC too. So I just waited because I thought a portable Crash Bandicoot game signed me up I mean, it will be downgraded. I knew that already, but the at the cost of having a portable Crash Bandicoot, that's all great and daddy, and it still looks great. It still looks great. The only bad thing is that when you play on portable mode, the resolution switches to 480p, and there you can notice a lot of anti-aliasing in the map when you do that. But it still looks great. It still looks great. So don't let that worry you. It works like a charm, and the four on the Bandicoot itself, and it's not that detailed because they used the texture instead of modeling the fur like it happened in the other games. Ironically, I think it looks better this way because it resembles more the original model of Crash Bandicoot. I always thought that the realistic fur was weird, so I'm actually kind of glad for this downgrade.